Hello, hello. We're going to talk about bronzer and blush and the placement of it, because I think that's the question I get asked the most when people come in for makeup. And I don't know, if you're a millennial like me, it's like you're covering the whole face, and now we don't do that. But how do you get that natural look? So here's my tips for y'all. I am going to be using the RMS bronzer. I love a little bit of luminance on my skin. You know, there is people that say that the older you are, the more wrinkles you have, the more mature your skin is. You shouldn't be using anything that has luminance in it. And I fully disagree. I think Rosemary from RMS disagrees, because most of her products have that, and it is geared towards mature skin. So ladies, it helps reflect the light and bounce it back. You don't want to put glitter all over your face, but a little bit of beautiful luminance just helps your skin look glowy and fresh. So this is the Bikini Beach. This is their darkest shade. Honestly, I probably should not have grabbed this one. I use tan lines at home, so I don't know what I'm doing. I think I just wanted you guys to be able to see the bronzer is really where I'm at. I love a loose brush for my bronzer because it diffuses it, so it makes it not so stark. I'm not a big fan of deep contour. If you want that, we have contour sticks, we have all of that. But honestly, ladies, use a nice, easy diffusing brush. Go across your forehead. I know my client's a mom. My client is a grandma. My client is the lady who doesn't want intense makeup all over. But if that's you, that's totally fine. I do that some days. So we're gonna go in and look at this. I'm hitting right tight along my cheekbone. If we go down here, we drag our face down. So we're gonna take it up across our forehead, and we're gonna come down right under that cheekbone, and then we're gonna bring it down along our jawline. Okay? And you can see the definition it's giving my face on that side. I don't know what's going on, why I have a sticky spot right here. But you can see it's giving that definition to my cheekbones on this side. It's making my face look a little bit more pulled in. Do you guys see the difference? It's crazy. Okay. I love it. It's making my eye pop. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and do this side. Again, bring that foundation or the bronzer right tight along the cheekbone, guys. Almost where you would think your blush is going to go. Okay. We don't need to go crazy. And then I go a little bit, once I feel like the product is off the brush, I go and I diffuse it. I don't, like I said, I'm not trying to do a big thick contour line. I am just trying to diffuse to give a natural. I'm going to hit my neck just because my neck never touches the sun for some odd reason. But you can see I always do a little on my nose just to balance it all out. You want to do the spots that naturally you're going to get sun. Okay. So you can see here that I hit that 3. It's giving my face that definition, totally changing the shape of my face right now. And then I'm going to do my blush, okay? So this is RMS. This is their Hydra. Oh my gosh, I never say it right. Redimension Hydra Powder Blush. I don't know how I can never say this. It's a mouthful. But this is Sangria. This is my favorite blush color to sell you, to wear, to everything. Because honestly, I think it's one of those ones that really does look beautiful on everybody, and it's not as intimidating as it looks. I use a little bit tighter brush for my blush because I don't want it to quite go all over. This is the Jane Iredale brush again. I love the Jane brushes. You guys are so good. Okay, I picked up a little bit of product, and with this, you never want to go further in than your pupil. So when you're looking at your face, you want to go up on top of your cheekbone, okay? Careful not to go too close to your under eye, but you're just going to place that product, okay? You don't need to go crazy. You don't need to swipe it all over. Just tap that product in, okay? That's how you start, get your placement. The trend right now is definitely to pull kind of up into the temple to really get that lifted look. So you can see how lifted this side of my face is starting to look and contoured. And this, it's a little bit more flat, okay? So now we're gonna go in and do the other side, place the product, okay? Don't go crazy. We don't need to go all kinds of wild. Again, starting from that pupil, right, the iris and out, okay? We don't wanna go too close to our nose because it pulls our face inward. So stippling, kind of placing that product in, tapping it along, and then once my product is kind of off my brush, I go in, do a few swirls to get that fully product worked in, okay? So make sure that I'm even, make sure I like a heavy blush, and then the part I love most about this blush is then I take it and I put it on my eyes, just like this, okay? Just tap it in there, and it pulls in just like that fresh color to your eye that gives like that fresh, summery, glowy makeup. But I love this shade because it's gonna pull perfectly into fall. And then I'll go in with like some more eyeshadow. I'll do a little bit of highlight in there. But a lot of days I just wear this because it puts some color onto your lid without having to put a ton of effort forth. So bronzer, blush, here you go, ladies. Perfect placement. That 3 along here, staying tight to your cheekbone, and then placing that blush. We don't need to swirl it all over. Just place that blush on your cheek and then do a light blending.